Hello friends, welcome to our online study class. Today we are going to start our very first chapter of history, the Indian subcontinent and history. And in this we have to learn these 3 points, that is geographical condition and the course of history, geographical features of India and the Indian subcontinent. So we will start from our first point, geographical condition and the course of history. Friends, just listen carefully. In the class 5th, we saw that there were the close relationship between man and environment. Man and environment means the man's life was totally depend on environment. He lives in the forest, and what was his main work in the time? At that time, just to hunt the animals and to gather the food. This type of life he spent in the forest means he lives like the other animals in a forest. We also saw later on, after the period of time, there were the changes in the lifestyle of the early man, and his technology were related to the changes in his surrounding. Means after the period of time, in the class 5th we learn how the man started to use the various weapon in the hunting. Then he got an idea about the fire, and he knows that the food, when we cook it, it became tastier and it became easy to digest. So he started to cook the food. Then he got the new invention, that the wheel, and these wheels will help us to carry the loads from one place to another. Means the use of fire, then the invention of wheels, then starting the use of weapons in his daily life. Means these all things tells us that the changes in the lifestyle of the early man and his technology. Now we also reviewed the history of human civilization from the Stone Age to the agricultural civilization. Agricultural civilization. In the Stone Age, man just he was depend on hunting and gathering the food, but later on he started to do the farming on the maybe on the very small scale, but on the bank of river he started to do the farming, and it flourished on the banks of river. On the banks of river he started to do the farming on the very small scale, and he became settled. Now what is history? History is a coherent account. Coherent means it marked by an orderly, logical, consistent relation of part, or coherent account of the significant past event in the progress of human culture. It is history. This is important for us. What is history? Then you have to mark history is a coherent account of the significant past event in the progress of human culture. Now, to write the history, we need some points. In it. Time is there, place, society and individuals are the 4 major pillars of history. Which are the 4 major pillars? Time, place, society and individuals. And without them, listen again, without these 4 pillars we can't write history. Did you know, without the pillars we can't build the building, we can't build a bungalow. Pillars that give the support to our house, to our building. Like the same, this time, place, society and individuals, these pillars, without them we can't write history. Of these 4 components, or of these 4 pillars, this place is related to the history, or this pillar of history is related to geography. Place is related to geography or geographical conditions. In this sense, history and geography are inseparable. Inseparable means we can't separate them from each other. These two subjects are correlated with each other. Inseparable. History is influenced by geographical conditions in many ways. And history, geographical condition of that particular place that affects many time, condition in many ways. Now to the right side of the page, you can see the pictures of the houses, and these three types of houses that tells us about the geographical condition. This is it may of the Konkan region's house, it may of desert region, and it may of plain region. Means mostly in our surrounding, we do not see the houses like this, because our region is on plain and the average rainfall of our area is many times less than the Konkan region. So we give preference to build houses like this, and it is of hot desert and it is of plain region. Now let's start what the another things that are depend on the geographical condition. Our diet means, do you know, from morning till we goes on bed, whatever we eat, it is our diet. Maybe our breakfast, our lunch, our dinner, and whatever we eat in a day, that is in our day. Clothing, our dress, our costume. Housing, our type of houses, maybe hut, bungalow, building, palaces, whatever is there, forts and so on. Occupations, in fact all human life in any region depends on a large extent on its geographical characteristics. Means this our diet, clothing, housing, occupation, in fact all our human life is depend on the geographical characteristics. Means geographical condition of the region that affects many time on the life of the people. For example, the life of the people in the hilly region is more strenuous than that of the people on the plains. On the plain, and our region we are on the plain area, and the life of the people in the hilly region is many time strenuous. Strenuous means little difficult than the plain region. They needs to fight for the very simple things like roads, ghats are there. They needs to climb the mountains, and because of the rocks in the summer season, for the bucket of water they needs to wander 1 to 2 kilometers. It means strenuous than us. Not much fertile land. Fertile means able to produce the food grains, or able to produce the new, or able for farming. Fertile land is available in the hilly region, while in the plain it is available on a large scale. That is why grains and vegetables are scarce in hilly areas. In comparison, people on the plain get them in a sufficient measure. Means fertile land, availability of water, and the plain region, because of these things, on the plain region food grains are easily available, vegetables are easily available, fruits are easily available. But for the same thing in the hilly region, the peoples, they needs to fight. Means they does not get these things easily in their region because of their geographical conditions. In hilly region, people depend more on hunting and gathering for their food. In hilly region, people depend more on hunting and gathering for their food. Now, we also find other such differences in the lifestyle of the people of the hilly regions and those of the plain region. Now, in this, the hilly regions people, many times they are depend on the hunting and gathering food or their food on the forest, in the comparison to the plain region. So for your homework, one question is there. You have to write three points on the hilly region people and plain region. Means you have to differentiate the hilly region and plain region people's life. Okay friends, now the remaining part of this lesson we will learn in the another video. So this is the little introductory information about the last year's book and how the peoples are depend on the nature and how the history and geography both are correlated or inseparable, and without geography, without the four pillars we can't write history, and how the geographical condition of the regions affects on the life of man. Okay.